Oh no 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 no! You wish you could kill me, you bastard! Hey guys, my name is JemSoulex and welcome back to some more Let's Play Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. Last time we did a lot of investigating and have a lot of clues now. Let's talk to Toby.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Yeah, Toby's awesome. So let's go ahead and start putting our clues together because we have a lot. So let's start putting them together, guys. Jesus Christ, where do we start? Where do we even start? Well, you know what to do. We're going to combine everything together until we get something. Because that's what Justin does. There we go. There's one. We're just going to keep combining them until we get something. There we go. This is my strategy because I don't feel like actually thinking. I'm just gonna combine something until we get something. Combine something until we get something. Not that. There's one. There's another one. Nope. There's one. There's another one. And then, oh, we're missing one clue. Okay, look what we got so far. So let's start looking at all this. 3 people. There were 3 people drinking wine out of the glasses. One of the 3 probably prefers wine with beasting. There were 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. The main glass with the Prince Cassilia. The drinks from the other. No. It's got to be that. That makes sense. Robbery is the motive. Immediate robbery. Robbery is confirmed as the motive for the crime. The criminals may have plans to return for silverware that they dumped. The robbery could have been intimidated to explain so. And since death, the silverware was not supposed to be found. It seems like robbery would be the motive. Riddles blamed. The robbery was faked, and the whole story invented in order to blame Sir Ernest's death on the road. This was a match point to. Okay. Deadly incident. The death of Sir Ernest could have been due to his accidentally striking his head on the fireplace gate. The strike could have been due to the poker blow. I would say that. Alright. Holy crap. What? No way. We did not already complete this story. That is impossible. Alright, we're not done yet, guys. That is like the fastest case I've ever had. Sir Eustace was violent towards his wife. The rope was cut once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in a sailor's knot. That could indicate that the intruder had a sailor's background. There's no way we already found the solution. There's other. Yeah, see down there, you can see that there's other solutions. Alright, we're not going to do that. We're going to take our time with this. We're not going to rush. Even though I would love to finish this case, we're not going to do that. We're not even going to look at what it was going to say. We're going to proceed on to talk to that lady and find out more because that is the fastest conclusion I've ever gotten. And I know the game does that on purpose so that you'll accidentally be like, oh, okay, done. And no, you don't want to do that. We're not going to do that. We're actually going to go in here and we're going to talk to Lestrade.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place. Or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Yes.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
Well, there's obviously more to this. There's obviously more to this case than what we thought. So, because if we already found out the conclusion, then well, what the hell? You switched rooms. I mean, you moved around really fast.
Holmes.
Whatever. Let's go ahead and talk to this lady. Your silverware has been found.
I found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship?
Okay. Let's talk to this lady.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behavior.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead, but a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was specially hard for her.
Interesting.
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Another clue.
Please,
I don't know why.
please leave my Mary alone.
Just her saying like leave her alone reminds me of like Final Fantasy X. Stay away from the summoner. I don't know why that just reminds me of that. Okay. What other stuff do we have to work with? Which stays at the surface. Okay, so we already found out about that. Are we really already done? I mean, it seems like we're already done, guys. That's absolutely insane. No personal life from Australia. Alright, let's see if we can find out anything else. Lady Beckman married Sir Eustace shortly after arriving in England and remained at the home during that time. There's little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in the country. Lady is acquainted with someone from the Rock. Let's go with this one. And let's try the other one. There's got to be more, guys. It can't be that short. It just wouldn't make sense. Yeah, see, there's more clues for me to find. There has to be something going on that I just haven't figured out yet. What if I move these around? Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly move these around, guys. No, it's not doing anything. No, either way, they're bad choices. But that points to something else. Oh, okay, what's this one? Sir Eustace was murdered by the one person who was visiting that night, and it was he who had tied up Lady Beckman. He's tall and strong. Oh, see the different conclusions that you come up with? Okay, what's this? The person who was investigating that night was probably a sailor. Search for a sailor suspect. See, I knew there was more. It could not be possible that could be the conclusion, because it just wouldn't make sense. That would be too quick of a case. Okay, search for possible sailor suspects. So should we rely on our friend again? I mean, this guy is very tall. That is true. I mean, is it possible that he killed? I mean, well, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, guys, here we are back at the Baker Street. We're now going to investigate this book or this picture we found, because we are not done with this case yet. That was too fast of a case for it to end like that. So 1893, let's go ahead and look for 1893. Go to 1893. And from Australia, right there. Okay. The Rock of book here from the voyage, his return from 6-month voyage to India. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the hence of the first. Just going over this, you guys can pause and read this if you want. I'm just skimming doing it. Okay, so yeah, we already looked at that. Okay, what's next?
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
What does he mean by specialist? Let me see here. The task for Wigan's address at the Rock of Glimpson ship owner. We can find the crew list there. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Watson.
I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the street. You can give him a sign from the window.
Oh yeah, Wiggins. I forgot about that kid. That's the kid that told us about the sailors from case number 1. Where is he? Wiggins. I need you again. Help me.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
You always gotta have like that one person in a case like this to help you.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
3 hours later.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Good job, Wiggins. Always at my service. Alright, so where is it at? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So what is this all
list
about?
Shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor. And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Sorry guys, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. Okay, so murder date was November 7th of November 1894. So how do we do this? Okay, so
This
can we murder date was November 17th. I mean, how
I do not think that this sailor has any this
I'm just going to hit guys, I'm just going to hit A anywhere
I do not think this
because I have no idea.
This
What about this guy? No? I like guessing because I don't feel like thinking, guys. Flip the page.
Miss
Oh, yeah, we got something.
This list shows
What's this one?
I do not I do
All right, let's go ahead and finish it off. Because we're looking for 3 people, right? Because it has to be more than one. Let's turn the page. Oh, that's so. Yeah. You know, you get the point, guys. I just had to find out who it was. Okay. All right. Departure from England, Australia on the 23rd, and arrive at London, May 23rd, 1983. Okay. Investigate the murder. Okay. Call Crocker to confront him. All right. More stuff. More stuff.
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
Okay, let's see. Can you see if you can find this guy for me, Wiggins? I'm counting on you.
Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Sometime later. I'm not worried about anything, Sherlock. I mean, Watson, we got guns. We got our little magnums. Sometime later.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. I keep getting interruptions. Alright, so let's go ahead and investigate this guy that we managed to get over here. Care look honest. Yeah, sure. Strong built. Anything on his... I'm sure there's something on his hands. No? Let's look at his private area. Newspaper ink. I wonder what he's thinking to himself as we're like investigating him. And belt. A sea knife.
You
Let's
are
talk.
acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... And what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
No.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Yeah. You tied her up?
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Yeah. Item of silverware, pull health, sailor's knots, old bruises, ship crew.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency.
Yeah.
There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
I think it's you.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Yes, we do,
Now I
actually.
understand why you dissected the bell rope.
Call Crocker. We did that already. Okay. I guess we have all the evidence we need. Crocker's statement and the captain. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got? Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appears as soon as he heard that I was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt. Captain Crocker was aboard the ship on the night of the murder. He was not afraid to confront me. He had confidence to... Yeah, I was going to say. There it is. The captain is the killer. So we have that solution. And then there was one over here where it was actually... Oh my god, we're already done? We're already done, guys. We are already done. What the hell? Like, that was the fastest case ever. Alright, I don't care. We're going to finish this in this episode. I'm just going to upload a longer video. Alright, guys. Well, let's take a look at what we got so far. So that's all the characters in this case. Let's see here. Alright, guys. Well, I guess it's time to put our conclusion together. That was a very quick episode. That's like what, two, three? I don't know. Anyways, there's one down here. I want to see if I switch this over here. Yeah, I was gonna say I just want to see something. I'm just gonna just give me a moment to figure something out. Okay, well, it would make sense that he's the murderer, guys, right? Let's go ahead and see. Can I look at it? Okay. The captain is the killer. Sir Eustace was murdered by one person who was visiting that night. The murderer is tall and agile and a high-ranking sailor. Okay, let's see. Jack Crocker is a murderer, and you will bring him and his accomplice, Lady Princess, to justice. His name is Jack, right? The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and there's a man. The mystery is solved, but you decided to keep it a secret. There's no need to inform the police. So he's the captain. Arrest or absorb him. Jack Crocker is a murderer. You will bring him in his compliance. Lady Bristol suggested. Jeez, guys, this is a tough decision. The investigation is already done because I got all the clues and there's nothing else I can do. So it's either his name is Crocker, right? Defended a woman against a violent this from a man. The mystery is solved, but you decided to keep it a secret. Is it possible that he did the? Is it possible that he was a murderer, or is it that um her husband was? Cause like her husband was a violent man, but this guy is a sailor and he knows how to tie knots, and he must have tied her up. And then her husband came to help him. So her husband came to help him, and he was attacked by the killer. And it's possible that she possibly lied about it and said that there were 3 people. Guys, I think I'm gonna go with A. I'm going with A. No, I'm going with A. All right, guys, that is it for this episode. We're finishing this off right here. We're gonna make this video just a little bit longer so we can get this case done, because I don't want to split it into 2 videos. So this will be my decision for case number 4. We will now arrest Captain Crocker.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Barely an hour has passed. Are we gonna die? We're probably gonna die. We're probably gonna die.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
Damn.
It's true.
It is time
I
for
knew
you
it.
to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Oh shit, I had a feeling. He's gonna try to kill me. He's gonna try to kill me. Oh no 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 no. You wish you could kill me, you bastard. Got you, bitch. I'm sorry guys, but his
You shall
wife
let me
lied.
die. How can I live if Mary suffers?
I am sorry, Captain Crocker, but there has been quite enough death in this case.
Oh damn. That was epic. That was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that.
Inspector, I give you Sir Eustace's killer. He tried his best to perform his own justice.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Was he gonna try to kill me or him?
Yes, it was me. I confess.
Here is a piece of evidence that can be used in court.
Perfect. A case that went smoothly for once.
I know, right? Finally. Was that the right decision? Well, we'll find out right now. So, that was the Abbey Grange affair. Sir Eustace was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Brixton that night. They staged it as robbery by the Rickle gang. Crocker used his sea knife to cut the bell rope to tie the lady and then hid the silver in the well. He committed a violent crime for which he deserves a punishment. Yeah, exactly. The clues found was 16. The conclusion is that the captain is the killer. Moral choice, arrest Captain Killer. So let's go ahead and see what the actual choice is. Yeah. Yeah, that seems fair. Captain, yeah, that's good. Wait a minute, I know, guys, I'm noticing that this one is green. The other one's usually red, so that's making me wonder something. Because every time when I hit this button, it'll come up as red. Does that mean anything? I don't know. We'll find out in the end, because everything that we've done up to the point will affect us in the ending. So we'll see what happens. But pretty much, guys, Crocker was the murderer, and yeah, that was a very fast case. I didn't expect it to end that quickly. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and share. Subscribe to become a gem, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. They made their way over here. Oh, wait. You mean to tell me the whole time RT is the sprint? Guys, do you know how much time I would have saved if I knew RT was the sprint?